Yo, what's up? It's your girl Amanda, but you can call me Mandy, and this is Mandy's Wardrobe. And I'm making a video. Bet you didn't think that would happen, but you know what they say? New year equals actually sticking to your goals for once in your life. Crazy how that happens. And speaking of goals, here's how to make a vision board. Wasn't that just like the best segue ever? So I thought it's January, right at the start of the year, let's make vision boards. Okay, so first of all, you're probably like, well, what is a vision board? Or like, why is a piece of paper with a bunch of pictures on it going to help me? And that's what I'm here to tell you today. This is just how I use a vision board, and this is what works for me. So basically a vision board is just a collage of images and words and things that should inspire you and motivate you, but also to show in visual form the goals and the things that you want to achieve. Typically, I try to make it so that those are short-term goals or things that I want to achieve within the year, but I also like to put in bigger things so that I can remember where I want to go in the future, whether that's like 5 to 10 years down the road. The point of vision board is that you see it so often, and that should inspire you to actually do stuff to work towards it. Your goals don't come true unless you make them happen, or something like that. Just pretend that makes sense. I wanted to break down the vision board into 3 steps, or 3. Let's get into it. I've been making vision boards for a long time, and I always like to have quotes on them because those are the types of things that inspire me. But it wasn't until I watched a video by Amber Shaw, and she says to have a central quote, which is like the idea that you have for the entire year, and that is kind of like the attitude and the mindset that you have. And the most important thing when it comes to finding the central quote is that it's something that should stand out to you. So if you are not finding the right quote, just search for all quotes, like inspirational, motivational quotes, and then read all of them until you find one that sticks out to you. It's a full body experience when I find the one, and keep that in mind for when you're looking for your quote. So what I did this year was think about the hurdles and the things that are stopping me, and I used that and then quotes. And by doing that, I managed to find the perfect quote. It gave me the full body experience. My quote this year is going to be strive for progress, not for perfection. That's really hard to say. Strive for progress, not for perfection. I'm someone who always has a lot of goals. There are always a lot of things that I want to achieve. Some goals will be those things that you can do realistically within a year, and some things might take you longer. Let me show you my vision board for 2020. So there are so many things that I wanted to do last year, and so many things that felt like that I had to do, and so those goals I set for myself because I knew I was going to have to do it, and I did. I moved twice. I almost graduated. I had this picture of Anne Hathaway from The Devil Wears Prada because that was something that reflected the job and the career that I wanted to go into. Despite Corona, I actually got that for a couple of weeks, and my job and the life I was living actually kind of resembled this image and this story. Then I also have some goals that are going to take forever. Being healthy is something that I'm going to battle every single day about whether I choose those fries or whether I choose Brussels sprouts. And then one big goal that I want to achieve in my lifetime is to be featured somehow in a magazine. And I knew in 2020, even at the beginning of the year, that's not something I was going to be able to do. When it comes to choosing goals as well, not everything can be measured or should be measured. So just to kind of wrap everything together, your goals can be super specific and like really detailed and like very specific, or they can kind of be vague and something that is more of a feeling. I know some people like to make it very super specific, so if there's like if there's an amount of money they want to have in their bank account, then they will write $ this much money. I like to just have symbols of wealth instead. One thing I also like to do is to Photoshop things. It's easier to see that your goals can come true when you can actually see yourself in the context of it. Of course, the most important part is that it's somewhere that you can see it every day. So if you don't have access to be able to print it out, especially in the middle of a pandemic, so make it on your computer and have it as your desktop background, somewhere that you know that you'll see it every day, or as the wallpaper on your phone screen, so that it's something that you look at often, even if you don't mean to all the time. If you can print it out, I'd recommend to do that, mainly because it is fun. Cutting and gluing things together, like seriously underrated. I like to find images that still say these very obvious goals, but are maybe not as straightforward as they could be to someone else. As long as it means something to you and you understand what you meant by including this visual, then it's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what it looks like, just as long as it's somewhere that you see it every day, your goals are clearly visualized so it makes sense to you, and that your quote is in the center. So yeah, that's it. Good luck. We need to put out as many positive vibes for 2021, so good luck in this new year. And thank you so much for being here and for watching this video, and I'll see you when I see you.